Hey guys, my name is Mr. Luke Evan Brooks. Welcome to another edition of Passive Income Central. I'm your host. I want to say before we do anything, if you're tired of flipping those hamburgers, if you're tired of dealing with the nonsense of your boss getting on your nerves, riding you until you're down and depressed, then subscribe to this channel. This is a channel that you absolutely need to get. Now, before we jump into it, guys, there are going to be some links down below that you can hit up. There's free content, and I'm going to give you some free material to actually help you get to the steps of generating a passive income. So, without any ado, this is part 2 of 13 ways of actually getting traffic. Again, guys, you don't want to miss out on this. The one thing that I want to talk to you about, if you didn't see the other videos, that was forums and that was dealing with articles. Please go back to the video if you didn't see that. This is part 2 of the series. Twitter is one of the other ways that you can get traffic to your site or to your product or service. Now, a lot of people think it's this instant cash. It's not. What it is basically you set and forgetting. And what that means is that you want to have a niche, right? So if it's making money online, if it's weight loss, if any of those things that you're looking to have, you definitely want to have a niche for each one of those for your traffic or for your Twitter to be exact. You know, you don't want to put a whole bunch of things in there. If someone's trying to understand where you're coming from, you got to think about it. You are not the person there talking, saying, hey, this is that. Your content needs to match that one and one only niche right there. So if you have multiple niches, you definitely want to have multiple Twitter accounts. You know, the idea is basically to have people follow you. You follow people that are interested in what you're doing. You find those people, and then you sell through what you're showing on your Twitter account. You know, you target the right people. Their followers should be getting close to what you're trying to get as far as your matching preferences go. Many people just follow anyone. You can't be like that. I know that sounds like, oh, that's neat, I follow all these people, but you got to use this as a target strategy. You know, once you set up everything, you update your site, it will automatically show up on your Twitter account without you having the need to do anything. So that's very important to have. But like most things you want to have this on autopilot. You know, but this is the best way to go when it comes to dealing with online marketing. Now let's talk about Facebook. Facebook has been around since almost 2004, 2005, and a lot of people replaced that for MySpace, if anyone remembers Tom from MySpace. But the whole thing behind Facebook is that a lot of people use it as a consumer product, not a product to make money. And I'm not saying you can't do that, but the most important thing that I want to say to you is that you don't necessarily have to buy the ads. A lot of folks do that because they figure that that's the only way to do it. I don't use Facebook ads at all. Matter of fact, I can tell you one reason why is that they're constantly changing the programming of what they accept, whether it's you talking about weight loss, making money online. They're becoming very strict, and they have shut down my ad account. And I got tired of just constantly going to them, please, please, Facebook, please, because sometimes they're not going to respond. And all the time, they're not going to have a phone number where you can call and actually talk to them and plead your case. So one of the things that I do that I take an effect with it is that when I'm using my Twitter, I also match it up with my Facebook. So I might post a quick 1-minute video. I may show a demonstration of what I'm doing, you know, but it's still geared towards my niche. You know, when I promote it, I'm adding people that are looking to have problems solved. So I go into Facebook groups. I go into these groups, I actually talk to people. I send them my invite to join my Facebook profile. I don't necessarily sell to them right at that point. I get to know who they are. You know, that's going back to the forum. You want to definitely know who you're talking to. And in that section right there, when they start seeing my Facebook profile, I start loading up content. I load up content so they see that I'm a legit person, I'm a human being. Now, sometimes you might say, well, I don't like to be on Facebook posting all my stuff. You don't have to do that. You don't have to turn your personal profile to a business profile. You can always create a separate account. And I think that's the best way to do when you're doing your online business, because at the end of the day, you want to keep it separated. There are ways to do the whole segmentation, but to save you time and effort, I just say create a new Facebook profile. And some of the things that you got to take into consideration when you create your Facebook profile, you want it to broadcast your avatar, whether it's your business, your product, whatever it is, but you got to have directions on there. So if you go to my Facebook profile, Luke Brooks VP, you can see my banner. It says clearly what I am, what I do, how can I help people, and I offer a free tool to help people. That's what you can do, whether it's a free report, whether it's a free video, whether it's just a free software tool, whether it's something trial that you want to offer to people. You want to have something where people want to click on and get part of, and it's constantly going, right? When you're making content on Facebook or you're going to see these Facebook groups, people are going to get curious and want to know who you are and what you do. And you don't want to constantly repeat the same thing over and type that over. You need to broadcast that on your profile. Now, things that I do not put on my professional page, I don't put anything that's political, anything that's religious, any of those things right there, because I just want to have a clear message. I don't put any type of opinions in regards to stuff outside of my business. I want to have that clear understanding for people who see me. Something that you want to keep in mind too is that the search engines that they do have on Facebook do look into social media, right? As I would say, I'll go back on that. I would say with Google, and when you Google stuff and you go into these search engines, your social media can be picked up on there. And it can rank too, to be honest with you. I don't know about how much the percentage that you're looking to get, but you can get a significant amount of percentages if you're constantly posting good material. So just look at Google, take a look at it, see how that affects with your social media, and you will see some important things on there. Now, folks don't want to talk about that, but actually you can make a killing. I have a friend that I've been working with for about 2-3 years, and he doesn't do any ads. He just basically posts on Facebook his results. That's what people want to see. Now, you can sit there and tell them lessons like we're doing right here, but at the end of the day, people want to see the results. They hear what you're saying, but they want to see the results. And I'm not sitting there saying you go out to the bank accounts and to show all your money like that. Just show the stats, show the progression, whether it's good or bad, whether you make one sale, whether you make multiple sales, but people want to see that, because then people are going to start asking, how are you doing that? I constantly get that all the time. I really am not on Facebook that often, but the staff that I have that post the content onto the profile that I have for my business, people see that and they come and talk to me on a regular basis. Every day I wake up on my iPad and see people talking to me. So definitely this is something that you want to actually take time in investing in. Facebook and Twitter. And I say go through all those social media platforms. That way people can get you at different angles. Now, this can conclude part 2. Remember, we got many more to do. We're going to talk about next time video marketing. And then we're going to talk about social marketing and bookmarking. These are other key elements for you to generate traffic to your profile and to, or I won't say profile, I will say to your product and to your service. That's very important to have at the end of the day. So guys, I thank you for tuning in. There's some links down below. Check it out. Please don't forget to check out the first video if you went ahead and skipped. This is some very important stuff that I want to lay out to you. We got some free books. We got some free tools for you. And I hope that you like what we're offering. If you think this gives you value, please give it a thumbs up and leave a comment below. A lucky person may win a free vacation trip to one of the many locations that we offer with my program. All right, guys. Take care. Talk to you later.